I'm talking about Sally Kirkland, who starred in the movie Anna, an independent film, the very first one I ever saw. I just arrived in Los Angeles. I didn't know anyone. I had no job, no clue where to start, no famous uncle who could get me somewhere. I had heard Sally Kirkland was showing her paintings in a reception at a Melrose Avenue gallery. Melrose Avenue is a popular street in LA for people who don't know. There were a lot of galleries and shops. I couldn't have been more excited. Oh my gosh, Sally Kirkland, maybe she'll be there. I walked in and was face to face with my movie star idol. There she was, in the flesh. There she blows. And then she spoke to me. She looked at me. I don't know you, young man, but what do you think of my paintings? I said, I went to art school, so I know about paintings, and I love your bold complementary colors. Look at how you use red, wow. By the way, her painting's not that great, but you know, I had to say great things. It was like my movie star idol. Bold complementary colors, she said to me, that's art speak. You are an artist. Yes, I am. You're a Virgo. She leaned in and looked at my face. Yes, I am. Are you my new assistant? Yes, I am, I said. Did God just send you into Sally's life? I said, I think God just sent us both together, Sally. You start right now. The first thing I need for you to do is write my obituary. Write your obituary? What? Are you ill? Of course not, I'm not ill. Why would you ask Sally such a question? Now go into the back room, there's pencil and paper, and write my obituary, and show me when you're done. This was an art opening. I thought, well, maybe all celebrities make their assistants write their obituaries. Kind of like a form of hazing. So with no computer around for research, this is before all that, I just wrote down what I remembered about her life and her movies. And then I returned to the art gallery and I proudly showed it to her. And she was horrified. She said, I've never seen, she goes, what is this? You've made it sound so depressing. You said I died. Well, isn't that what you wanted? It's an obituary. She said, Virgo, no. My father was a Virgo. All Virgos make me want to kill myself. I swallowed my mother's entire summer pill prescription because of my father. Now you're dragging me into the same dark forces. I know who you are. You're the child I aborted 30 years ago when Robert Shaw's jaws impregnated me. And now you've returned to haunt me. Virgos! The art gallery guests kind of stared as Sally freaked out at me. I was so embarrassed and confused. I'm her assistant? She doesn't even know my name. Am I being paid? What the heck is this job? She's my favorite movie star. Maybe it's my dream come true. I need a new draft of my obituary, please. Only this time, don't say Sally died. Say Sally passed into spirit. I went back there and rewrote it, confident I'd impress her this time. She read the revision and said, oh God, how could you? How could you write this obituary so terribly? You made me sound so boring. All you wrote about is my show business stuff. What about my personal life? Sally's had an incredible personal life. The men I fucked, my disastrous marriages, the 2 times I was pronounced dead. And did I mention I fucked a lot of men? Great men. Bob Dylan, Chris Christopherson. Ooh, he pops up in 2 of my stories. Dennis Hopper, De Niro. Although there was no penetration. Pacino, Dreyfus, Robert Shaw from Jaws, John Voight, John Ritter, John Corbett, Bill Paxton, Paxton, and Ted Koppel. I had my first orgasm with a man named Rip Torn. Yes, you heard me. My first orgasm was with a man named Rip Torn. Rewrite. I was sweating bullets. I had just landed this job, just moved to Hollywood. My only hope for income in LA where I don't know anyone. I can't get fired. I'm working for my favorite actress, right? This is cool, right? So we never talked about the pay. Suddenly I'm writing her obituary, and did she really have sex with Ted Koppel? So many questions. She scanned draft 3 and put it in her purse and declared, you're coming home with me right now. We're gonna sit on my bed and flesh this out. Sit on her bed and flesh this out? The obituary is already 5 pages long. How much more fleshed out can it be? And why are we writing this anyway? I sat on her bed where I imagined so many of my other favorite stars have been. She flipped through the papers and said, the problem is now you're too close to Sally. See, you've known me already several hours, and now we need someone with fresh ears, someone not intimately aware of me and my story. We need to call your parents. My parents? They live in Maine, the pine tree state, surrounded by pine trees and more pine trees. They rarely experience human contact, let alone with Oscar nominees who lost a share. I dialed the phone. My mom answered. Hi, Mom. Remember when I said I wanted to meet Sally Kirkland, that movie star, from Anna? Well, I did, actually, and she's here, and she wants to talk to you and Dad. Mom was shocked and excited. I could practically see her fixing her hair at the kitchen sink. Mom shouted, Dave, pick up the phone. That's my dad. Sally Kirkland, the famous Hollywood movie star, wants to talk to us. Sally rips the phone from my hands. What's your parents' name? Joanne and Dave. The clashing of worlds was of science fiction proportions. I had to eavesdrop, so I picked up the receiver in Sally's next room. Joanne and Dave, your Virgo son is my new assistant, and not since Atlantis, Lemuria, or the Mists of Avalon has there been such a child of light. I was pronounced dead twice, and when I went to the gates of heaven, I saw St. Peter standing there, and he had the face of your son, who, by the way, is also my son. See, I aborted Robert Shaw's baby back in the early 70s, and he's come back into my life. It's your son. You remember him from Jaws, back in the 70s? Well, that fetus came back, and it's now. My mother was quiet and then said, you had sex with Robert Shaw from Jaws? My mom was a big Jaws fan. Apparently, Mom was so starstruck that she missed that whole part where Sally claimed I was actually her son, the all-grown-up now fetus she aborted in the 70s. Joanne, I asked your son to write my obituary. What? I'm not dying. Joanne, why would you think that? No, I'm not suicidal. I love my life, and I've loved all my many lives. Besides, I still have an Oscar to win. Shall we begin? Here we go. Golden Globe winner, Independent Spirit Award winner, many multiple award winner, LA Critics Circle Choice winner, and Oscar nominee Sally Kirkland passed into spirit today. Joanne, what do you mean, what does passed into spirit mean? It means I died. Continuing, Sally had sex with many hot men, including the greatest singer-songwriter who ever lived, Bob Dylan. He proposed to her once, but she said no because she thought he was joking. He loved it when she blew him before every show. To which my mother said, Bob Dylan, you were with him? He's not great. Oh, his singing's awful. I mean, he's no Al Jarreau. Sally blew up. Bob Dylan is Shakespeare. Lay, lady, lay across my big brass bed was written about me as I laid across his big brass bed with my legs spread wide apart as he ripped the pennies right off from me with his teeth. Shakespeare! 6 hours later, Sally Kirkland finished reading the obituary to my parents on the phone. 6 hours, that phone call. I almost died. Dad fell asleep while Mom sounded pissed. But somehow they both stayed on the call the whole time. I was mortified and wanted to die. I thought my parents will never speak to me again. So after Sally hung up, she said, place all the versions of my obituary on the bed in fan formation. Fan them out. So I did. She said, dejected, none of these will do. Go home, Virgo. Was I fired? As I drove back to my apartment, I realized I'd only been working for this lunatic for less than 12 hours, and I was already burned out by Hollywood, and possibly disowned by my parents. The next morning, Sally called me. I cracked it. I wrote the perfect obituary. It's a haiku. Rainbow colors. A butterfly glides by. Pretty, pretty. Isn't that wonderful? That really sums up my life. Small, selfless, delicate, egoless, and unassuming, just like Sally. I continued assisting Sally for a few more months, incredibly. And today we remain close friends. In fact, this summer I'm directing a movie that she's starring in. All these years later. I'm going to LA to do that in about a month. I still have no idea why she needed that obituary, but I know someday that haiku is going to leave a lot of people awfully confused. Oh my God. Hollywood is crazy.